close your window? No.
I don't know what you're hitting, but we are live.
The link you sent me.
Yeah, if you,
Oh, okay. Hey.
yeah, you'd probably open that in a new window, a new tab. Yeah. So, yeah, true to form, we are keeping everything together with duct tape and coat hangers over here. But let's get this show started. Here's Phil. Here, let's head on over. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Gamescom opening night live. My name is Brian Paul from this channel right here, PSVR without Parole, and my good friend over here, Ace Phil, from the very popular Twitter account No Frills. You should all follow him. Lots of shit going on over there. How are you doing, Ace Phil? Thanks for joining me today.
I'm pretty good. I'm doing all right. A little jittery, stumbling in here, but I'm doing well.
Yeah, kind of coming in a little bit hot, right?
I'm in it hot.
This is how things work, man. It wouldn't be without Parole if everything went according to schedule or according to plan. So I'm just happy that you're here. Happy that the cats are here. Thank you, everybody who showed up. We should probably get a few normal things out of the way, like saying that that we have no idea what's going to be shown today. We are an official co-streamer, which means that I clicked a button in an email that was sent to me, and that's the extent of that. It means literally nothing. So official for whatever that's worth. Also, this is going to be a 2-hour event. So everybody get your coffee, order your pizza now. Trust me, by the time it shows up, there's still going to be plenty of time. And 2-hour event. This is not a VR focused event. We should see a couple VR games though. We've heard smaller studios like Nox Noctis with Do Not Open will be there. Fast Travel Games got a couple things going on. They already showed off a game called Everslot, something or another. It's like a side game in the Everslot series. So stuff is happening, but expect to see a whole lot of flat screen stuff. How excited, Aceville, are you for a 2-hour Geoff Keighley event?
I'm always excited for Geoff Keighley. You know, that's Geoff Keighley. He's a god amongst us. But you know, I'm pretty measured this year overall. I'm just interested to see what's going to happen. You know, it's wild. You know, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Pretty measured.
Yeah, measured is a good word because I got to say, sadly, because it's a Geoff Keighley event, I am a little bit concerned because Geoff Keighley events, as we saw with the Game Awards, as we saw with Summer Game Fest, they tend to drag on. It's like they show a game that we don't care about for 5 minutes, and then after the trailers and the gameplay footage ends, then we get to talk to developers for 10 minutes. So it's just like, man, this thing I didn't care about, I care about even less now that you're like kind of force feeding me all this information about it and just don't care. I think they've said 30 games in 2 hours. So that roughly translates to 4 minutes per game. So hopefully they'll speed past the ones we don't care about and spend some time on the ones we do care about.
Hopefully. I mean, Keighley is, I don't think so, but Keighley, he tries to serve everybody, so I can't blame him too much. He's been doing this for like 30 years or whatever since he was a kid, so yeah. I'm trying to give him too much flack. I know what I'm getting into, so a shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm very clumsy, so I can see little things. I'm trying to read the chat. I get distracted easily, jingling keys.
It doesn't stop AJ, so feel free to try to multitask and fail.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
Oh well, shoot a cat. I like to say what's up from Nick Moot. No,
I mean, I do have this animated cat paw that comes down right here. If we cue a cat, that thing can happen.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but that's about it. That's about as close to cueing the cat as we're going to get today.
Okay, fair enough.
Boy, that thing animates forever, doesn't it? Okay. Craigy's in the chat saying, wait, Gamescom is today. Gamescom is today. This is the opening night. And I know it sounds funny to say opening night at 2 p.m. Eastern, but it's 8 p.m. in Germany. So, yes, this all does make sense in some regard or another. Virtual Stranger said everyone should be watching Everslot. You're going to hear a lot about it going forward. The trailer that they showed for it, nice. Is that brand new? See, screw the game. Let's talk about the merch.
This is mint. Merch, get your merch, Also, go over to PSVR Underground. You know what I mean? Get his merch.
Get the beanie.
Does he have beanies yet?
Yes.
He has the beanies?
He has the beanies.
I got to get a beanie for this autumn season. So, yeah, I'm merched up, I'm not going to show you the back of it or whatever. Oh, got the old school one here.
Look at that, man.
This is Wait, no.
Rocking all the merch.
Actually, Brian,
Yeah.
you gave me this personally at the Game Cat meetup.
That's right. That's right. I think
There's no lettering on it anymore, but
Oh no.
it's just a black band now.
I think this is the same bag from the meetup that I brought. So if you want more, I'll just push it through the screen and just take
nice.
some.
Let me grab
Perfect.
those. It's like virtual reality.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, hey, you know what? If you guys are attending the next GameCat meetup, which we assume will probably be next year, we want to make sure everyone has. And we've gone way down the rabbit hole on this. Like fuck Gamescom. We're just going to talk about merch and GameCats and stuff. Make sure you get all your shit. I think we should all get PSVR underground beanies and just wear them at the meetup, and we'll look like a fucking cult, and we'll all look like AJ, which is crazy.
We'll look like nerdier minions.
Exactly. All right, man, let's get back on topic. So let's see. The description of this event says, join Geoff Keighley for a 2-hour live showcase of what's next in video games. Gamescom opening night live is open for official co-screaming. That's us. And will feature world premiere new looks at a variety of games. Here's the lineup of what to expect so far. We've got 8 minutes to kill. So let's go through these announced games and see if we care. Sonic Frontiers. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
No.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't expect much from it, but I'm still looking forward to it.
That might be the
I'm
way.
pretty sure it's going to be messy.
Yeah.
But I'm down for it.
That might be the way to anticipate that one. To be like, just don't expect too much, and you might not be let down.
Yeah. No, I'll probably be let down, but I expect to be let down, so it's like an enigma,
You just play Sonic games regardless of reviews, or do you?
I'm not the biggest Sonic guy,
Yeah.
Oh damn, I'm going to do this.
Here
early.
we go.
Thanks.
Whoa.
My kid has gotten me into Sonic recently, so but I've always I'm old enough to appreciate Sonic, so I know I like him more than I like his games. Does that help?
Yeah.
So I appreciate him. He's a nice foil to Mario. So I almost said Mario. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Well, you're from Brooklyn. Isn't that how you say? That's how you say shit, there, right?
Oh, is my accent leaking out? I've been practicing all day. Get out of here.
A little bit. But that's what we love about you. We love you for your accent. All right. Hogwarts Legacy. No brainer for me. Hogwarts Legacy. I was conned into seeing a Harry Potter movie, the very first one, on a date. I'd never even heard of Harry Potter on a date, and I went. I fucking fell in love. I kind of lost interest in the movies after like the fourth or fifth one or something. I was like, I don't even care where this is going. But I do like the universe. And I would love to be able to play around in that universe in some kind of open world game.
I didn't see you going there with it. I've never seen a Harry Potter movie. I missed the whole wave. It's one of those things that just went right by me. I was busy.
Zero interest in this is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's a no for me.
All right.
Respectfully, as the kids say.
Easy one. Callisto Protocol.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I mean,
Definitely.
it's by the Dead
play
Space guy, right?
But, right. I won't play it, but it's going to be awesome. I'll watch everybody else play it on YouTube. I'm not playing it personally.
For all the things I love about you, Phil, this is the one I can't get past. Right?
I agree with you on this.
I'm loving and accepting of everybody. The fact that you don't play horror games or can't play horror games is I don't know, man. Just something I'm never going to be able to get over. It's always gonna be an obstacle between us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I hate this about myself. Of all the things I hate about myself, that's towards the top of the list. I thought I would be over it by now.
So there's a couple of games on this that I've never even heard of before. Have you heard of High on Life?
Yes. That's Justin Roiland's game?
Oh, is that the one?
Yes, I believe that's his game. I think that's right. I'm not the journalism guy, so all my facts are wrong. Double check me all the time. But I'm sure that's his game. It looks beautiful and it looks VRable.
I mean, they have a good history, right? They did Accounting Plus,
Yes.
and then they did Trover, obviously. So yeah, who knows? Maybe Sony's tapping them for a PSVR 2 game. It's possible. I gotta be honest with the next one. Return to Monkey Island is a game that I grew up loving LucasArts, Lucasfilm Point and Click Adventure games. Monkey Island, one of the best ones ever made. I kind of just don't care anymore. I think I hate saying it. I think I've kind of outgrown the genre. When I was a kid, I had a lot of patience and I loved trying to figure out puzzles. I loved spending days not making progress. That would drive me up the wall now. I don't think I have the patience for it anymore.
I never did. I'm surprised that whole, like you say, genre lasted as long as it did. I've always heard about it in the podcast. Ever since the One Up show, I've heard about it. It's like Harry Potter, just right past me.
The Outlast Trials is, Outlast. I absolutely love the first one. Horror game. Very feels like you're being chased for most of it. The second one I didn't play because it came out right after PSVR did, and I was like, well, all of these games are obviously coming to PSVR. I was dead wrong about that, and so this is kind of the third game in the series, and I'm very curious to see what they do with this one because there hasn't been unless I've missed a whole lot of information, there hasn't been a lot of information released about it.
It's really tough being us because you want everything in VR. So you're like, yeah, that could be in VR. That could be definitely Tetris in VR. Yes, I want it.
Yeah, for sure. Lies of P. Yeah, Lies of
Nope.
P. Yep. Maybe
Unfamiliar.
someone in the chat let us know what the hell's going on with that because we have no idea. Genshin Impact is going to be there. That's obviously one of the biggest mobile games that's come out in the last forever. Not just mobile, but that's where it made a huge impact. Gotham Knights. Yes or no?
I'm going here with it.
Oh no, you're behind the logo. Wait, was that a middling?
Oh, that's a middling. There's logo. I can't see the logo.
Yeah.
Middle of the road. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
It's gonna take something special, man. It's gonna take something special because I loved Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and then by the time like Arkham Knight rolled around, I was just like I've had way too much of this. Even though it was really, really cool, and I don't know if the addition of all the other superheroes is gonna change anything for me.
Asylum was amazing. Then after that, it was kind of a decline all the way out. And yeah, I'm there with you with it. But it looks interesting if they could pull it off. I don't know. We'll see. That's a pick up 2 weeks later game if you convince me.
Yeah, it feels like a pickup for $20 in a year thing game for me. It's like too many open world games. Too many open world games means that I've got open world fatigue, and I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah, I'm burnt down on open world game.
Yeah, I mean, unless Fallout. I think if they gave me an actual full-fledged Fallout 5, which obviously isn't going to happen anymore, that would be a game I'd consider buying an Xbox for because those open world games really work for me big time. Goat Simulator 4. Hey Tornado. Goat Simulator 4 is interesting. I thought when this was revealed, it was revealed as Goat Simulator 3, and they were like joking because they skipped 2. I thought that was a thing, and then now it's on this list as Goat Simulator 4. So I'm really lost. There must be I don't know, ridiculous.
I don't know. It's crazy. That's a whole universe that does its own thing. I respect it. Wild.
I can't believe I have to look this up. A new IP from Unknown Worlds. Unknown Worlds Entertainment is an American video game developer based in San Francisco. The studio is best known for Natural Selection and Subnautica series. Okay, so we get a new IP from the Subnautica developers. That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Depends what it is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much time do we have? We got 1 minute. Let's go over to. I didn't even get this ready. So this might be a little janky. Wow, when I said a little janky, I was not kidding. All right, we got 42 seconds before the show begins. What are you hoping will be there, Aceville, that we haven't talked about?
This is going to be a cop-out answer. I'm hoping that we can be a little happy. I don't expect much for us. That's the only reason why I'm here. I don't care much about flat screen games. Haven't for a while. Even though I'm playing through Red Dead 2, it's amazing. But yes, I'm just hoping we can walk out of here feeling like it wasn't another waste of time.
Yeah. The 2 hour part of this kind of scares me because if this was 1 hour, they could be action packed and be like the games we don't care about are going by really fast, and the games we do care about are we get to see it. Like, this is great, boop, boop, boop. And then they move on to something else. Let's get the audio up here because I want to make sure we don't miss anything. Here we go. 18 plus disclaimer. Let's get full screen here. Let's get full screen. Geoff Keighley, here he is.
Please welcome to the stage the creator of the Game Awards, Geoff Keighley.
Oh my God! Hello, everybody. How you doing? It is so great to have a live crowd with us here in Cologne, Germany, for Gamescom 2022. I'm Geoff Keighley, and I gotta say, I am so excited to be here with you. We did this in 2019, live in person in Germany, and then the past 2 years we had to do it virtually from Los Angeles. And in 2020, the first show that my team did together live was that August, Gamescom, and we connected with all of you virtually. And the fact that we're back here in person, I don't want to ever take this for granted before. So guys, are you ready for a fun show? Well, I gotta say, we have a lot of great stuff for you tonight. We have tons of world premieres. The entire industry has come together to showcase the future for you. We've got games like Sonic Frontiers, the Callisto Protocol, Outlast Trials, Hogwarts Legacy, Gotham Knights, and a lot of surprises of things that we didn't talk about in advance. So we've got some good stuff for you tonight here at Gamescom, and I can't wait to get started. We've got 2 hours of stuff, so should we just get right to it? All right. I love the roar of a live crowd, and because we got a live crowd, we got to surprise you with some stuff tonight too. So let's start things off with our first world premiere. It's a new world from a brand new team that has a bold vision. Let's check this out.
I just sync up my audio. I was way off.
We want the community to build this. We want it to be their worlds. We want them to tell their stories in our game. I think it's human nature to navigate uncharted territory, to find a place where we're free to explore, to be creative, and to share amazing experiences.
The goals are to make an experience that's unlike any other, which is such an exciting thing to be part of.
I think ultimately, that's kind of been the big ambition, is to create this kind of open world that can be built out in every direction.
I think it's every day is a new discoveries and it's constantly growing.
We've put a lot of focus, I think, on the current zeitgeist and what it means to represent yourself digitally.
This is more than a game. It's a labor of love. And it's a labor of passion.
Marcusor in the chat says, I'm already bored.
Players will play a massive part
I was playing
in this.
Wordle.
Oh, I did that at 7 a.m. I got it in 4.
There's something in it that will definitely appeal to you, no matter what it is that you love to do.
The really thrilling aspect of all this is that people are going to get to see what we're doing for the first time.
I'm just so excited for people to see what we've been spending the last 5 years pouring our hearts and souls into.
And I'm excited to see how they feel about it, even though they will have to wait just a little bit longer.
Everywhere has become more than just a video game for us. And today, we're delighted to give you a peek behind the curtain at what we've been working on.
Do we even know what studio this is? Did I miss that? We are the worst hosts ever.
Oh yes, we no fanfare. We just Jeremy King.
Yeah, we do.
There you go, everywhere, and I'm sure you've got a ton of questions. And joining me now from Builder Rocket Boy is Adam Whiting to hopefully answer some of those, because we're a little confused, but we want to know a lot about this. So tell us, everywhere, what kind of game is this? What can you tell us, Adam?
Well, firstly, can I just say it's really exciting to just be here, and we've been looking forward to coming out of stealth mode and really delighted to start the conversation today here at Gamescom. Now, I won't be able to reveal everything, but what I can say is that really we're not trying to make a normal game. I think the scope and ambition of this project are quite unlike anything else. We want to build a whole new world for gamers, and not just a place to play, but watch, share, create, hang out with your friends, and so much more.
Well, I got to say, the end of the trailer, I think we all were taken aback by, whoa, change art style. This seems totally different. Is that part of everywhere? What can you tell us?
Well, Jeff, that's one of the many surprises we've got in store for players. I mean, we are passionate about making games and telling stories, but ultimately we made Everywhere to be a place where players can make their own experiences, be who they want to be and tell their own stories. But we're still passionate about making immersive and cinematic experiences that players can just get lost in and enjoy. I guess you could say we want people to have their cake and eat it, and Everywhere is the place that can happen.
All right, well, definitely a bold vision for what you're doing here. The other question I'm sure we're all wondering is, we didn't see any date on the trailer. Any sense of when we're going to get to play this thing? Where are you at in development?
Well, I'm delighted to say that we aim to have Everywhere in the hands of players in 2023, but we've got many more things to show and tell over the coming months. And we're really excited for you to sign up on our website, everywhere.game. But really, today was just a sneak peek behind the curtain to see what the team has been so hard at work on. And we're really excited to get this in the hands of players as soon as possible.
Amazing. Well, Adam, thank you for sharing the reveal here at Gamescom. It's awesome to have so many European studios on stage. And tonight, we've got a lot of European studios that are going to reveal their games for the first time. And right now, we're going to move to another world premiere announcement.
All right, one down, 29 to go.
Calm down.
I must not fear.
Rings with the campaign.
Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over and through me. And when it has gone past, I will turn the inner eye to see its path. Where the fear is gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain.
I embarrassingly know very little about Dune. I played some of the Sega CD game, but I think that's the extent of it. I've never read the book, never saw the movie.
First movie was good. Classic.
Yeah. There's a lot of love in the chat for Dune.
Classic. Books are supposed to be amazing. I don't read, so.
Waste of time.
Overrated.
Trust me, the fun is just beginning tonight. All right, how many of you out there are fans of PlayStation? Well, we've got a fun surprise for you. I said, PlayStation, what can we do for all the fans coming together here at Gamescom? And right now, I'm honored to share this global PlayStation announcement with you right here at Gamescom.
Tornado, wake up. Yes, very much peaked. Is this their Pro controller? Wow.
PlayStation.
There you go. The DualSense Edge. It's a
exhale.
high-performance, ultra-customizable
Collectively.
wireless PlayStation 5
We all-
controller designed by PlayStation. And you see there, you can have your own custom control profiles customized to your play style. And if you guys want to learn more about the brand new controller, you can head to PlayStation blog. And thanks to PlayStation for sharing that announcement with us here at Gamescom.
Yeah.
All right, next up, the Callisto Protocol. You guys hyped for that game?
Thank you.
way more.
Well, joining me
hyped
now is
if
Glenn
it's a hybrid
Schofield
game.
from Striking Distance. Glenn, we are so excited about this game coming out in December. You came all the way over in the middle of development to Gamescom. We really appreciate it. How has the response been to Callisto so far?
Man, Jeff, the response has been fantastic for a new IP. I couldn't ask for anything more. So I want to thank the fans, and I want to thank my team for just really killing it. And it's great to be back at Gamescom, man. You know.
Well, you got some good stuff for the fans, and we're going to get to that in a second. You brought some gameplay. We saw some great stuff at Summer Game Fest. You brought more now. What are we going to see today, Glenn?
Yeah, you've got some live gameplay. We've got 2 sections. The first one is going to show some crazy combat. And the second one is something new from the game.
I don't mean to stereotype, but this guy seems like he just came from killing somebody, and he's taking a quick break over at Gamescom to show off his game. He's going to go back to killing a couple more people after this.
Be nice. I don't want to get canceled. I don't want to get canceled.
Well, we got dismemberment, and
So
we've
I just
shown
passed
the
that
gore
guy in the
system.
street getting a bagel over there.
And
But
today we're going to show a couple new things, including one that we're showcasing called mutations. So the enemies may sometimes have these tentacles that come out. And if you don't shoot them, take them out on time, this guy in real time is going to mutate in front of you into something bigger, badder, faster, meaner, and he's going to be taking you out. It's pretty cool.
Well, this is one of my most anticipated games. It's coming out this December. Glenn, thanks to you and the team for putting this together. Let's take a look at brand new gameplay from the Callisto Protocol.
Thank you.
No. With you, it's endearing. With him, it's almost scary.
Just ask. Hey, Paulie. That zombie? Oh my god. By the way, it's the game, Nick. Yo. Can't reject it.
Cool.
This thing looks smooth though. Every time I've seen it, it just looks smooth.
Yeah.
Pressure check complete. Releasing gate now. Releasing gate now.
I don't know where he is, but this is the weirdest roller coaster ride I've ever seen. This is some action park shit right here.
Really?
But don't worry, he's still alive. Oh no, probably not. It'd be pretty cool if like you just reconnected with some really cool healing ability shit, healing factor.
Sound design.
All right, that's pretty good, right?
Music, but the sound design was cool.
We got lots
nice.
more coming for you, but right now I want to introduce my co-host for ONL, Melly. Melly, welcome to ONL.
Thanks, Jeff. I'm so excited to be here at Gamescom. Hello, everybody. I'm your guide for tonight for all the happenings around Gamescom, and I'm really, really excited to be here because the heart of gaming is beating once again, and game devs and publishers from all around the world are making their way to Cologne to show you hundreds of new games. So if you're not here yet, and still can come by, make sure to drop by. And if you can't, make sure to drop by next year, because it is definitely worth a visit. And one of the highlights we have this year is we actually have the largest indie area ever, bringing visitors and devs closer together than anywhere else in the world. And you can meet the makers of the most original and fantastic and creative games here. And if you're not here, and if you can't make it here, do not worry. You can also check out the Indie Arena booth online at gamescom.global. Jeff, it's back to you.
Thank you, Melly, and you'll be with us all night. We've got Gamescom awards to come and other things too. But let's get right back to the world premieres. This next one is one you've been waiting for a long time to see. Let's take a look at this brand new world premiere.
Rescue Mission 2.
I don't trust him in the slightest.
After an age of the cruelest tyranny, man finally defeated its overlord. The gods do not fall forever.
I need in-game footage, though.
Yeah.
Cutscene stuff.
The champions.
I've outgrown that a long time ago.
Yeah, we're way past CG.
Yeah.
No one's impressed anymore.
Over their tyrant's colossal remains. For some forces, even death cannot end. But now, eons later, the fallen god's influence pervades the world again, corrupting even sworn enemies. Join his accursed lords of the fallen and damn humanity to a new age of devastation. Though from these darkest days, new heroes arise. To defy the gods, one must embrace the darkness. And so lies our only hope.
I'm sorry, is this dancing? All right.
Mother, tell your children not to walk my way. Tell your children not to hear my words. What they mean, what they say. Mother.
Totally getting a copyright claim, by the way. Just thanks, Geoff Keighley.
I might be tapping my left foot. Okay out there?
I'm not even watching the show anymore. I'm just... MRI was pretty good. You say MRI? No. Dante's Inferno was pretty good. Did I say MRI is pretty good? MRI is pretty good.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. MRI is pretty good.
I mean, he is pretty good.
Yeah.
I've heard this. Yeah, Dante's Inferno was pretty good.
That's right. Yes. They dropped the two. The Lords of the Fallen. All right, now it's time for another new game announcement. The sequel to a game that redefined the term couch co-op. Check this out.
Are you struggling? Missing your regular FARTs? Have you tried going online? Visit exotic destinations. Move your dreams, whoever you are. Apply today. No skills? No worries. Everybody's welcome. You're hired. open a door of new opportunities. Work alone or with a friend, or two, or more.
Exactly, Seraphim.
What'd Seraphim say?
Just emojis.
Is this? I'm sorry. Is this moving out or something? Like this is a pretty popular game.
Oh, it is moving out too.
Moving
Okay.
out too. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like it. You know, I don't care much, but I know that there's a lot of people out there who really love the first one.
No, that's true. Heard a lot about the first one. I have no friends or, so co-op doesn't help me. But
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When I say I've heard a lot of people say they like the first one, not friends. I don't have those.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes, it's time to step into the Potterverse. You guys excited for Hogwarts Legacy? Well, it is coming out in February of 2023, and tonight at Gamescom, we've got the brand new trailer for you to take a look at. I don't want to say much and spoil much. This is an incredible trailer. I hope you enjoy it.
The more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be.
If either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason.
A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable.
The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late.
None of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever.
What do we do now?
It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you. I'm ready. Crucio!
You've made your choice.
What have the two of you done?
I mean, come on. This, of all games, this seems like it would just be the perfect fit for especially PSVR 2, right? I mean, mostly what you're doing is waving a wand around, right? You're still a human, so you're running around, jumping around, doing your stuff, right? But then when you get on a broom, that'd be so much fun to do in VR. I feel like this is a huge missed opportunity.
Badlands.
I mean, yeah.
That's right.
Nothing's better than a stick horse.
Borderlands
except for maybe
now.
a stick
Joining
broom.
me is the founder of Gearbox Entertainment Company, Randy Pitchford. Randy, great to see you here.
Thanks for the intro, Jeff. I think a lot of these guys probably know me from my work at Gearbox creating Borderlands. Any Borderlands fans in the house? Well, I got good news. I know some of you hardcore folks saw the leak, but I'm here to officially announce new Tales from the Borderlands.
So tell us about this. We remember Tales from the Borderlands. This is new Tales from Borderlands. This is new characters, new story.
It is. I loved the original game, and so that's why we got some of the original storytellers and writers that were back in the day at Telltale and developed an all-new storyline with all new characters, created with production from Gearbox Studio Quebec. It's an all-new experience, and we're here to show it for the first time today. You guys want to check it out?
Let's do it. It's coming soon, too, right?
That's right. Coming in October of this year. October this year, all platforms.
Awesome. Well, let's take a look, Randy. This is exciting. New Tales from the Borderlands. First at Gamescom.
Most stories in the Borderlands start bloody. They end bloody, too. Sometimes, all it takes to change the galaxy is a trio of losers trying to get through a bad day.
We are in the middle of a TDR invasion.
Leave immediately! This area is now under TDR jurisdiction!
They think there was a vault key being kept on the station.
If we can find whatever's in that vault before TDR does, we can change our lives.
We're bad at this, like really bad.
TDR has many guns, talking guns,
Guns with legs!
I'm gonna blast you so freaking bad! Yeah! Shut up, Richard!
I always wanted to change the universe for the better, and now we actually can!
But more importantly, we'll be drowning in ash!
Yeah, this looks fine and all, but I gotta say, I've actually got a bet going with Dan from Electric Hat Games that I think the bet is that by launch of PSVR 2, we will have either Borderlands 3 or Tiny Tina's Wonderland confirmed for PSVR 2. And so that's a bet I need to win. So this is all just distracting from the important stuff.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Breadcrumbs.
Back to the
I was
city
never a
and
Borderlands
join
person
the deadliest
until
spectacle of
VR, and then 2 years ago I just got lost in that game.
Yo, is this Dead Island 2?
Tell you a story about a species that survived millennia.
That's what we've been waiting for?
Homo neanderthalensis, Homo rhodesiensis, Homo erectus, all of them wiped out by the deadliest species of all. Us. I am Astrid. This is the new arena. And my advice for you, stay alive.
Let out the beast. Let out the beast. Let out the beast.
Every day you fight for survival. But today
I always get my Dying Light and Dead Island Studios mixed up. Publishing and developing, all that stuff. Dying Light didn't do it for me, but I'm desperately want Dead Island 2. Dead Island 1 was great. Got kind of bad reviews, but I had a lot of fun with it.
I love games like that.
The best part is that it was supposed to be like a 4-player multiplayer game, and I played the whole thing single player. I never played once with anyone else.
So you want to join me? Sign up and be a part of my crew in Tortuga.
Product not yet rated. Has this entire ad been CG? Like, have we seen any actual gameplay yet?
None.
They're like, look at us, we want to be Fortnite, but we haven't actually made the game yet, sorry.
CG trailers, I don't know.
Are we free?
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that gives it a little bit more credibility since it's
Right.
already part of an existing game.
Stand down, Cold Blue.
Awards will be handed out to the winners of the best games on the show floor. Only submitted games showing at Gamescom will be eligible to be nominated, and the awards will be streamed on all Gamescom channels, so make sure to tune in. But tonight, I'm allowed to hand out 4 awards. I'm very, very excited about that. And I would say, let's jump straight into it, starting with the most wanted PC game. Here are your nominees. Metal Hellsinger, System Shock, Warhammer 40,000 Darktide, and the winner is Metal Hellsinger. And here to accept the award is Sheila Wikström, executive producer at The Outsiders. The stage is yours.
Thank you so much. Wow, this is a lot of people. I was practicing my speech a lot, but of course, you know, when it's as much people as there is right now, you'll blank. But I want to say that I am honored to receive this award on behalf of my team. The team behind Metal is an amazing bunch of people that I'm so lucky to be working with every day. And the truth is, making games is super hard. When I started out, I don't think I really realized how hard. And what I learned is that focusing on compassion, kindness, and empathy just as much as any other craft in games would be the key to successful game development. And it's precisely those qualities that my team possess.
Darkwing Chuck says, I didn't even realize this was an award show. I think if it's Geoff Keighley, you're forced to give out awards. That's just the rule.
He covers all the bases. He covers all the bases.
Everything's an award show all the time. Do you think they're going to give out other awards, or is this just the one random award they decided to give out?
Is there going to be a musical guest?
Ooh, I hope so. But who would you want it to be? I mean, it's in Germany. It's probably like Rammstein or something.
That's true.
Yeah.
Earlier this year, well, Sonic Frontiers is in development, and we've got a brand new trailer for you and confirmation of the release date, too. Check this out.
Wasn't that leaked? That was leaked. What is this?
Submit. Your reckless actions endanger the world.
Gameplay,
I see a little bit of love for Sonic in the chat, so which is nice. I feel like he's just never transitioned to 3D very well, so I don't know, just not really for me. But I'll play Sonic Advance 1, 2, and 3, or the OG ones anytime.
Oh, Shadow the Hedgehog? I love that game. It's terrible.
Shadow was bad, yeah. I wanted to be the guy who liked it. Couldn't even be the guy who liked it, ironically.
There you go. It is coming this year, Sonic Frontiers. All right, well now, another European studio wanted to use Gamescom O&L as a platform to announce another narrative experience. This comes from a French studio. Check this out.
We leave so many things behind us. memories, mistakes. They sink in time, touch the bottom and go to sleep. Silence is full of ghosts. And here, voices can only come from the deep. Deep under the waves.
Guys, it's time for the goats. Ready for some goats? No live goats today, but we are here to talk about Goat Simulator 3. We got to announce this back at Summer Game Fest. And now it's time to see the gameplay of Goat Simulator 3 for the first time. Let's check this one out.
3? Goat Simulator 3?
Oh, yeah.
One of those things that just proves everybody's
What was that? You said, what was that? One more time?
It's just one of those things that just proves everybody's different. There's something out there for everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
They do very well.
I think I almost feel like it's a generational thing. I feel like what we've seen recently, the younger generation really likes things that they can go in and fuck around. Like they like sandboxes more than like some of the older crowd does. They like using modifiers more than the older crowd does. They like to go in and kind of create their own experience and feel like they have control of some stuff. And I find it to be a generational thing. Obviously, there's some overlap, but I want to go in and play something that's been created for me, and so I don't mind the more linear stuff.
November 17th, that has literally about everything you could imagine in it. Goat Simulator 3. All right. A lot of people ask me how I got started in the industry, and what I loved doing when I was a kid with my brother, we would play PC adventure games, and I grew up playing classic LucasArts and Sierra adventure games. You guys remember Monkey Island by chance? Well, I am so excited because there is a new Monkey Island in development right now. Ron Gilbert, the series creator, is back. You may have heard about it. Return to Monkey Island. And tonight at Gamescom, I am so excited that we get to announce the release date. Or actually, I don't. We get to go to Stan to tell us the release date. Check this out.
Hello, friends. It's your old pal Stan, coming to you through the magic of marketing to let you know that your search for quality entertainment is about to bear fruit. But I wouldn't be doing my job if I just dropped the details.
Just seeing Stan in the plaid suit that doesn't move when he's moving. The texture stays still. That's a callback to the original games. I mean, it's little touches like that that's like, okay, I'm excited.
Yeah, I saw the smirk, Bruce Willis smirk come across.
Oh man, somebody in the chat called me an old man. That's adorable. What are you 12?
You were not like those Muppets.
Before it's even out. Something we in the marketing industry call a pre-order. As a bonus, I'm ready to unload this shipment of beautiful horse armor to anyone who pre-orders Return to Monkey Island. It'll look fantastic in your inventory.
Oi, you missed a spot.
I've got to go now. I've got a lot of irons and a lot of fires. You know how it is. But I'll be back to steal every scene I'm in Return to Monkey Island. I'll see you there. All pre-order customers will receive the exclusive horse armor item in their inventory. Please note that the horse armor has no practical use in-game and in no way will contribute to the game.
You asking me if I'm blushing?
It looks like that charmed you a little bit. You seem charmed.
A little bit. I'm totally gonna buy it on Switch and play it. Yeah, ignore everything I said earlier.
All right. Return to Mike Alley. Cannot wait for that. All right. Now let's turn to the world of Unknown Worlds, the creators of Subnautica. As we've teased, they are here today at Gamescom to unveil a brand new IP, and it's a departure from Subnautica. It's a brand new turn-based sci-fi game, and we're going to reveal it for the first time right here. Actually, special guest is. Let's check this out.
Hi, I'm Brandon Sanderson. You might know me as the author of the Mistborn series, the Stormlight Archive, or as the guy who finished Robert Jordan's Wheel of Time. Over the last few years, I've been working closely with my friends at Unknown Worlds on the exciting project we're revealing today. You, of course, know Unknown Worlds for creating immersive and fantastical worlds like the incredible Subnautica series. When they reached out to me, I was absolutely thrilled to help craft the expansive sci-fi universe in which their next game is set. This secret has been a hard one to keep, and we're so excited to finally show you what we've created together. So, without further ado, this is Moonbreaker.
Let us keep this civilized.
Welcome to the party.
With you till the end.
Needles up.
Stay alive.
This will be over real quick.
Oh, me.
Get over here.
I was hesitating turning the volume down on the stream because I was like, "Oh, this is the new game from the dude who made Subnautica," and then it's like, "Oh, it's this." Okay,
that was a left turn.
Yeah,
I was very confused.
I don't know. Let us know in the chat if you guys are excited about this or not. But I don't know. I'm just not like an RTS kind of guy.
I just didn't see that coming.
Well.
The crowd goes wild.
Exactly, Dan. Not what I was expecting.
Sirens on my end. Totally expected.
Well, it's been a blast. Or it will be.
And joining me from Unknown Worlds is Charlie Cleveland. Charlie, Moonbreaker, it's real, and it's so different than Subnautica. So
yes,
tell us,
it is.
This departure, you guys like to kind of reinvent yourselves every game, right?
Yeah, so people thought we were kind of crazy for making Subnautica after making Natural Selection. We went from a strategy shooter to a pacifist underwater game, survival. So I feel like we've done this before. We love changing genres. But I'm hoping, our Subnautica fans will still come along for playing a digital miniatures game. I hope.
Well, it's so cool. A digital miniatures game. Everyone loves miniatures, but how do you translate that into gameplay? What is the gameplay of this game?
So we're kind of channeling like Guardians of the Galaxy or Firefly kind of feel. So you can see that from the colorful art style we have. So you choose a captain and 10 crew, and you build a roster, kind of like a traditional miniatures game. And every unit in the game is really like strange and special and kind of game breaking. So you deploy units and you move them around on the battlefield and you get all these crazy game changing powers, kind of like Hearthstone meets XCOM, kind of.
Well, you see the gameplay here, it looks great, and it's coming soon, as we said, end of September, so you're not early access, you're not going to wait long. But the thing I want to get to is the painting of miniatures, which we saw a tease of in the trailer, and I know you actually, painting was cathartic for you sort of during the pandemic, right?
Yeah, so the painting, you can't have a miniatures game without painting. And during the lockdown, I just found myself like learning to draw and just zoning out and feeling really relaxed.
I I need to go do something real quick because I think somebody's at my door. So you hold down the fort.
Okay.
If anything
Great.
big happens, just scream, and I won't hear you.
Scream?
Yeah. Real loud.
Yelp.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna make a good clip, you know. If like PSVR 2 gets shown, I'll be like, "Oh my god!" Like Brian wasn't here, but at least Aceville like made a scene for everyone. That would be
nice.
Yeah,
great.
That'd be our official reaction video. Cool. Good. All right, I'll be back in just a couple minutes.
It here, and it's playable at Gamescom, right?
It is. It's here. You guys are the first ones to play it.
Wow.
And it's more.
It's totally
We're over in the Crafton booth.
Okay.
Crafton booth.
And for everyone else around the world, they're not going to wait long, right?
Yes, we'll be on Steam playtest in September. We have a couple open weekends, and then we're going to be launching into Steam Early Access September 29th. So it's really close.
Only a month away, Moonbreaker. Charlie, thank you so much for coming all the way out here.
Thank you.
I know you had a tough time
My pleasure.
getting here, but you
Thank you,
made
everyone.
it. All right, Charlie Cleveland with Unknown Worlds. Thank you so much, Charlie.
That's strange.
And now it's time to reveal another game with a very catchy tune in the trailer. Check this out.
Let me tell you about the friends that invested all they had on a shady site that looked like a scam. It said buy this magic cards to play the coolest game and fight against your friends with no consequence.
I know, right? That's right, Austin City. Feels like we don't know a bathroom break when we see one. Come on. Someone's at my door. History. It sucks. Great. VR yet, Snacks? Hurry up. Hey, you see my ducks? Get out. I'm gonna have Duck Brown. No, not Doc Brown. We got Duck Brown. Got Ducky LaForge in the... Oh. Dad's home.
Inspired by the familiar story.
Did I miss anything?
No. Some ducks.
Ducks. Oh, I missed the ducks.
On his unrelenting journey to become human. This game looks absolutely great, and we've got a brand new gameplay trailer to show you, and this game is also coming to Xbox Game Pass on day one. Let's check it out.
Dribble.
Can you hear me?
Gotta have Duck Spock.
I hope this reaches.
Is this what was happening when I was gone?
No. We were paying attention. Eyes were locked in.
Yep, I bet.
CGI trailers.
And there might be no going back. But you can change that.
Hey, son. Fisher.
It depends on the choice you make. Truth or lie.
That's the smirk.
I might be asking too much of you. But I don't have a choice. Only you can do this. Please, help me.
I'm just gonna say this based on the chat. It sounds like you guys were all under the assumption that I went and took a dump, because everyone's wondering if I wiped. We definitely
Somewhere under that assumption.
The game cats are cool, but they are not the most mature people I've met. I bought some Girl Scout cookies. If you really need to know.
Yeah. I really need to know which ones.
No, you don't. What are your favorites?
Thin Mints.
Yeah. Duh.
Easy.
Don't give up.
Not to sound redundant, this would be awesome in VR. There's zero interest third person.
This would be.
flat screen.
This is the. Yes, other than Sonic, this is the first game I thought it would actually work in VR. Even the Dead Space game, I was like, oh, I'd like it in VR, but I don't know if I really saw it on screen.
Yeah, I mean, the Callisto Protocol, sadly, as much as I'm excited for a new horror game, especially by that guy, yeah, I'm like, I'm kind of the opposite. I'm like, I don't know if I am interested unless there's VR. Oh, this is Lies of P. Okay, this is we were curious about this one before the show. Okay. All right, cool. This looks cool regardless of where you play it, but VR would be better.
The second half of that trailer actually did look good.
Yeah.
I was kind of rolling my eyes in the beginning, formulaic part, but stuck the landing.
I'm sorry, is this a commercial for Gamescom? In the middle of Gamescom? So if we weren't convinced prior, we should be convinced now?
Wherever you are online, obviously. And, well, in case you're wondering who that little guy is, that's Epi, and he's on a mission to save the Gamescomverse from the evil future. And if you want to help him, check out the Epic section at gamescom.global. You can solve quests and win prizes, so take part and help Epi to save the Gamescomverse. But first, I want to tell you more about some of the great program we have for this week, and it's quite a schedule, so please bear with me. There is, for example, the Gamescom Studio by IGN, featuring game spotlights, dev interviews, and all insights into this year's Gamescom. So please make sure to check that out so you don't miss anything.
Branches.
Sadly, Paulos, I don't hit bongs anymore. But edibles, I'm fucking down with. Like, I live in Massachusetts, man. Everything's legal.
Girl Scout cookies. I got you.
Now it all makes sense.
And something I'm really looking forward to is the cosplay contest on Sunday, where the super creative cosplay community takes center stage, and this is absolutely one of my favorites. So make sure to not miss it out. It is definitely worth a watch. And for more updates, follow at Gamescom on all platforms. And well, now it is almost time to introduce our next guest, but sadly she couldn't make it since she is a tad far away. So let's see. She sent us a video, and I would say, let's have a look.
Okay.
Hello, Gamescom. I'm ESA astronaut Samantha Cristoforetti, currently flying at around 27,000 kilometers an hour, 400 kilometers above your head on board of the International Space Station. Today, I come to you to say bravo to the games industry. We see how many space games you've been creating recently. Those missions you send your players on aren't just great fun. They create curiosity, interest, and the love of space exploration in gamers around the world. As we look towards returning to the moon and on to Mars with our ambitious Terra Nova program, humanity's spaceflight capabilities will be in part thanks to the games industry. And who knows, perhaps even you will be among us here at ESA for the journey. Exploring space virtually isn't just great fun. It's having real-world impacts that lead us all closer to the stars. So on behalf of everyone at ESA, bravo. Keep creating, keep innovating, and keep playing. This is ESA astronaut Samantha Cristoforetti, wishing everyone a wonderful Gamescom from the International Space Station.
We're just trying to fill 2 hours now, aren't we?
2 hours. That was a real hammy spin at the end, I gotta say. I respect my astronauts, but that was a bit much. Halfway through. No.
I don't know. I don't know.
When we were looking at games for Gamescom Opening Night Live, one of the things I was most impressed with this year is there are a lot of European studios that want to debut games here, and also a lot of brand new IP, brand new worlds, and we're going to introduce one of those to you right now, and I think you're going to get pretty excited about it. Check out this world premiere.
Dick Wild 3.
I'm so excited for the world premiere. Geoff Keighley's teaching us not to be excited about world premieres. I think that's what his mission in life is.
This is a very antiquated show.
Yeah.
The sand has memories. Memories of our past, when gods walked this world. And our
Firefly
heroes
theme.
stood
Who's that?
amongst them.
Stevie Dan, please. Please. That's like one of my favorite
But the
songs.
gods' vanity grew.
Really? I felt that much.
And in their struggle,
The Ballad of Serenity?
cast
Oh, I
away.
sing that literally almost every day.
only remnants of these stories.
You going to get mad if I tell you I've never seen Firefly?
No. No, not at all. Because that's my baby. You're not allowed to watch it, okay? So
Oh, I'm watching it fucking tonight then. You can't tell me what to do.
possessive.
Even in ruins, we endure. We won't let go. For now, we can stand for ourselves. And face gods.
Okay. I got the trailer.
That's a trailer.
Atlas Fallen coming in 2023. Now, a classic strategy game that I remember playing in the late 90s is Homeworld. Did anyone else play that back in the day? Great PC space RTS. Well, a brand new Homeworld is coming out next year, and we've got a brand new look at some new gameplay from Homeworld. Let's check it out.
Atlas shrugged. Tough crowd.
But educated.
Yeah,
right. That's Atlas Shrugged references don't come along every day.
It was a simple perimeter scan, escorting resources. But we were ambushed by Kalan raiders. The fighters were no problem, but the missile frigates were a different story. Command got clever. One wing used cover to keep themselves safe on approach.
Target acquired.
While another group found a tunnel in the structure to sneak behind them.
We're on the right top with range. Teach them up. Let's do this.
It worked. But just before it carried...
I've got a feeling they just didn't mic the audience or something. Like, it doesn't seem like the audience reaction to any of this has been even remotely interesting at all.
No. Atlas Shrugged got a good applause.
That's true.
It wasn't resounding, but it was good. Strong.
But yeah, proof that they're mic'd, right? Okay, I'll give you that.
and countered their hit and run tactics.
Kind of like John Carter, the movie. Sorry.
Beautiful.
No comment. Haven't seen it.
Souvenir.
Fair enough.
That missile frigate is ours now.
Homeworld 3 in the first half of 2023. Now, today is a big day, speaking of threes, because it's the version 3.0 update to Genshin Impact, which is an incredible action RPG from Hoyoverse. Well, today we've got an exclusive new look at version 3.0 in the new Rainforest Nation, as well as a sneak peek.
So, in the chat, Cerebral Frost says, it makes me feel like maybe no one really cares about games right now. Could be burnt out a bit. Do you think people are burnt out? This is going to be Genshin Impact. If anybody wants me to turn up the sound, please let me know. But I think we all know what Genshin is. Do you think Cerebral Frost is right? Do you think people are burnt out and gaming is just stale? Or do you think that we're just desperately waiting for something exciting to happen, like a Sony showcase where like really amazing IPs and AAA games are going to be shown?
I think it's both. There's definitely a plateauing that's happened. Like gamers have settled into their pockets. Sports gamers are here. Fortnite gamers are here, and that's all they do. People don't really venture out into just buying every game like I used to back in the day. So, you know what? So yeah, I think there's a lot of plateauing going on, but also we need some announcements. We need something good. This show is not warning 2 hours of anyone's life right now. You know what I mean? So there's a little bit of both. Like I give it up to the past 2 years being so stagnated and people freestyling their plan, but it's time for them to start catching up and stop directing trailers like this. These trailers are so 10 years ago. I'm like, this formula. It's not doing it.
I will say, I mean, the comments are all over the place. Otterbro says burnt out on bad games. Zach Lightning says we're just slumming it with pancakes today. So, I mean, you know, if you're here for VR exclusively, then yeah, I mean, it's going to be disappointing. Mark Dow says some seriously negative comments here, boys. I personally am enjoying seeing these trailers. Not burnt out at all.
Okay.
Matthew Longo, whatever I say is always going to disagree with. So, you know what he said. Because we want PSVR 2. MRI says, nah, these games are just boring. So I mean, yeah. So the comments are all over the place. It's and I kind of agree with everybody. I do agree that we're being a little negative. I kind of that there's been a little bit of something for everybody. But overall, it's like I don't know if I want to watch a 2-hour show to see a couple games I'm interested in. But I don't know.
Right, and I don't think we're being overly negative, but the positives aren't really sticking out. Like nothing's. I mean. To me personally, nothing's really jumping out like, okay, that was, I don't know.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of shows like these. This is not in my top 10 game shows.
Let's see what this is. Maybe this will inject some energy into the show. How could a train going through space?
The lighting is great. That's a great lighting engine they're using. It's amazing. Phenomenal.
Let's only say positive things for the rest of the show. Okay. I love anime.
Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. You are not one of them, Jin Yuan. You are one of them.
The Xianzhou is in danger. This man, he...
The train is about to make the jump. Hold on, everyone.
How far along are we into this show?
Hello
Just over halfway.
Again, it is now time for our next Gamescom award.
So what's the
and
standout
here
title
are
so
your
far?
nominees for the most wanted Microsoft Xbox game.
The Dark Pictures, The Devil in Me.
While they're doing some more award show stuff, Genetic Blasphemy, the talk positive Squid Cat with the $5 tip, says, I want everything in VR. Then I remember my backlog. So I guess I only want the best in VR. Also, I want a PSVR with that Parole bumper sticker. Yeah, right now we only have a Game Cat bumper sticker, but I'm gonna do a lot of work on our merch really, really soon. Congratulations to Plot Twist, dude.
Games, and we are working hard on making Benedict Fox just that. And I would like to thank Xbox team for their support and Rogue team for being the best publisher ever. And especially I would like to thank my team in Krakow. They are crazy talented, and my hands hold the award, but their hands make the game. Dziękuję wam bardzo. Thank you.
Congratulations once again, the last case of Benedict Fox. And Geoff, back to you.
Thank you very much, Melly. Anyone here a fan of Justin Roiland? Rick and Morty? Well, he's got a brand new game, which you may have seen at Xbox's show in June, called High on Life. It is coming to Xbox and Game Pass in December, and they wanted to send us just a great gameplay clip. You're going to enjoy this. Talking guns in a boss fight, and that's all I'm going to say to set this up. I think you're going to really... This is a trip. Check this out. World premiere of High on Life.
Wow, we're actually hitting her! Holy crap! That was cool! Come on, admit it! We're hurting you!
No! Fuck you! Are you even a real bounty hunter?
Jesus, it's so gross you even went in there!
Sludge tastes like shit!
Yeah, so stop diving into it! Shit, she's filling the place with sludge! Stay in the air!
Better not fall in!
Hey, I'm still here. You can still use me if you want. I can deflect attacks. Did you know that? I'm not just all about stabbing. Well, I'm mostly all about stabbing and tethering, but I can also deflect attacks. I'll slice them to fucking death. I'll cut their fucking heads off. I'll rip their limbs. I'll fucking do everything. Oh, I'm gonna fucking cut right into them. I'll cut their fucking asshole off and eat it.
You know, this sludge matches your toxic personality.
Fuck off! That wasn't even a good one. Surprise! Clutch bag!
Hey, it's me, Fontor! Kill my shitty clone! I'm rooting for you!
Ooh, incoming laser! Laser just for you.
Hey, you're just as nice and squishy on the inside as the rest of them. Let me at her, bounty hunter.
Wow, we're having our first real boss fight together.
I'm the strongest out of all the Torg clones. I'm impressed you made it this far. My ant soldiers are extremely strong.
Honestly, I don't think they were. We're new at this, and it was pretty easy to kill them all.
If I'm going out, I'm taking you with me!
Shit, just stay alive. I think she's basically done for.
I mean, it's an interesting way to show off the game by only showing one fight in a very small arena, but yet it's actually somewhat interesting because of the humor and kind of keeps the story going and keeps explanations going, and it's still funny. Yeah. As much fun as Trevor was, I don't think it would have been nearly as much fun without the humor. Oh, sorry.
Do you see that? What? Where? What is it? Wait, what are you? Dude, don't eat that. Come on, dude.
You know she's gonna eat it.
What?
Yep.
No! No!
Told ya.
Gross.
I'm
sorry. What just happened?
So were they saying?
What just happened? That was Alchemy Labs.
Were they saying High on Life is coming to Oculus, or were those two different?
Oh, I was under the impression it was a completely different game because Alchemy.
That's what I thought at first.
Yeah. Does Alchemy have anything to do with High on Life?
Well, I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
Well,
I know they work. Didn't they work with Justin Roiland?
Let me do a Google search real quick.
Okay.
No.
No. Huh.
Doesn't appear to be. So that was just an advertisement for Alchemy Labs? I don't know.
It was a teaser.
Interesting. Alchemy teaser, says Virtual Strangers.
Yeah.
Which is just weird, man. Weird.
That was weird right after High on Life. I mean, I don't know. That was odd. But hey.
Yeah. I like Alchemy. We'll see what they have in the works eventually, I guess.
Earth, right?
This is more than just a job. It's
an opportunity. You ever miss it?
Caution.
Oh shit,
Links. Making the world
a better place.
What they say about work in space is true.
There's something real special here. You don't have power here. You never will.
Look around you. We're expendable.
I can hear them in the walls. Ain't a tray lacking. Dancing between the ribs of a ship, gaze out at the rest of the human race, buzzing in the distance. That's when the sky fills up with flames. That's the way things go.
You gonna say it? I'm not gonna say it.
What are we gonna say? What's happening? What did I miss?
No, it just looked VRable.
Oh. Yeah, it gets tiring, doesn't it? To be like, oh, this looks like it could be VR, or this looks like it would be great in VR, and I feel like I've been saying that since 2016. And eventually you just go, everybody already knows that that's what I'm thinking. Why even bother?
Right. Right. We're not alone, though.
No. I think everybody in the chat's thinking the exact same thing. For sure. Also, shout out to the chat. You guys are really keeping the show fun. You guys should be here, and we should be in the chat, because you guys are... If you're watching this, just make sure the chat's open, because it's way more fun watching the chat.
Absolutely. By a lot. By a lot.
First announced back at the Game Awards, Telltale's next project is based on the Prime Video series The Expanse. Well, we showed you a little bit of the trailer at the Game Awards to set up the world. Now you're going to get a first glimpse at the gameplay with this behind-the-scenes clip. Enjoy.
Drummer, his suit is punctured and losing pressure. You need to release the vault attachment now or he could die.
Hold still. We'll see what we can do.
Captain Drummer, what are your orders?
The Expanse is obviously one of those universes that has a ton of opportunities to tell great stories. One of the things I'm super excited about is the zero-G stuff that we've been doing. A big part of when we're making the game, not only are we thinking about the characters, we also have to think about how can we evolve the genre in any way that will make players excited to be part of this universe and feel like they're engaging in something rather than just being a passive audience member.
You'll figure something out. I know you will.
It's actually been a really interesting thing as an actor to explore some of her more vulnerable sides that by the time we meet her in the series, they've been cauterized.
Because this score, drummer, this is the greatest score any scavenger has ever come across. You'll need me if you want any chance of unloading it.
The craziness of an exploded ship that now constitutes several parts in a mass that you can move among, and balancing that out against almost like you're excavating the story. That's a personal story. Those are people, those are characters, and you are now among their ghosts. Whatever they were doing right before they died, being a scavenger, it's a pretty dark job. We're really excited about how it feels to both play and experience the story in the game.
Really?
Whoever did this is
Pace X.
X-Pace are telling you should watch The Expanse.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really watch TV anymore, but...
Yeah, I've learned not to take any of Pacer's recommendations. Just kidding.
Speaking of adapting things from one medium to another, here's a film adaptation that into a game, which I don't think you would have ever expected. Check this out.
Is this killer fucking clowns from outer space? You gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm so excited right now.
That's kind of crazy.
Yep.
Goats, killer clowns, we got it all tonight at Opening Night Live. Now we've got another brand new game announcement from a European publisher for a sci-fi action adventure. Here we go.
Yeah, everybody's reacting. We need more of this, more of that.
We always wondered if we're alone in the universe. We observed and explored.
It's a studio called Mad Head Game. You know, I'm just gonna shut up.
It has been 6 months since the alien object known as the Metahedron suddenly appeared above Earth's atmosphere.
Personal log, sentient contact assessment and response team.
Kate, we have an issue.
What happened?
Power supply failing.
Sensors offline.
I'm switching to backup generators.
Looks good. It's fun. Returnal-ish.
Now we're going to talk about Gamescom Goes Green, which is an initiative that has made Gamescom the first climate-friendly gaming event in the world. The core event and this show, opening night live, I'm happy to say, are 100% climate neutral for the first time, and that's something we all should be very proud of.
Oh.
You guys are part of that,
those
too.
are little trees. I thought that was Bud in the pictures.
Program initiative Playing for the Planet are going to give out the first ever Gamescom Goes Green Award to the best sustainability concept from an exhibitor here at Gamescom. And the nominees are Microsoft Xbox, Yuki, and the Indie Arena booth. And to find out the winner, let's turn it over to Melly.
Thank you, Geoff. And yes, the winner of this year's Gamescom Goes Green Award is Yuki. And here to accept the award is Dr. Joe Twist, CEO of Yuki. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Gamescom, for this wonderful award. It's brilliant to be recognized. Thank you to the Yuki team who works so hard every day to be greener. And thank you to the UN's Playing for the Planet Alliance for inspiring us to change. You know, it's so fantastic to see these amazing game worlds that we're going to play in over the next year. But you know, we only have one planet to live on. And we only have one lifetime to make a change and to protect that planet so that we can continue to play our games. So everybody, whether you're a player or a business, can make one small change starting tomorrow, and together we can play more games together and save the planet. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joe, and congratulations once again to Yuki. And remember, it is not only the organizers or exhibitors that can go green. All of you can also make a change by donating to the Gamescom Forest. So plant your Gamescom tree today. Geoff, back to you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Melly. Congratulations to Yuki. Now it's time to announce a brand new game from a new studio of industry veterans working on an ambitious new RPG. Here's the first tease.
Thanks, Peter.
I'm not reading the chat anymore.
You gotta read the chat. It keeps the show entertaining.
In the crux of reality, there exists two lies. One before the shadow, and one behind the eye.
Did you read that?
Lots of news here.
All I understood was that they didn't have anything to show us.
Next civilizations joining the battle as free DLC. If you want to learn more about what's happening with Age of Empires 4, tune into the Xbox booth stream for developer interviews on Thursday. But right now, here's that announcement from Age of Empires 4.
I'm not yawning because I'm bored. I woke up early.
There's more than one way to win a battle, and every empire must find their own path to victory. Whether you strike from afar or ambush up close, the Malians will use wit and strategy to outmaneuver their opponents and gain the advantage on the battlefield. With powerful siege tools and the ability to rally large formations, the Ottomans can keep the pressure on to bring down their enemies' defenses. When the drums of war beat, how will you emerge victorious? History is in the making, and your place in it has just begun.
time to head to Gotham. You guys excited for Gotham Knights?
You tell us, Jeff. You tell us.
Well, you don't have to wait long. It is coming this October, and Batgirl, Nightwing, Robin, and Red Hood are going to take over in Gotham Knights. You're probably wondering about the story. Who are the villains? Well, we've got a lot to share in this brand new trailer, and also some exciting news. The release date is going to be a little earlier than you expected. Check this out.
Jim Gordon never gave up on anything. That's why Gotham City is still here. It's why I'm still here. And I've known for a while now that someday, like him, I'd have to work with you. I've seen plenty of criminals in my career, but nothing could have prepared me for this.
Well, well, if it isn't Batgirl.
Gotham City is at her weakest. There's blood in the water, and the sharks are circling. They're all making their move.
Play nice.
But we aren't going to give up.
A storm has risen over Gotham. Nothing can stop it. See you at the premiere.
I need your help. Your skills. Your knowledge. Your adaptability. You got my back?
Oh, boys!
This biopic is based on a true story. My story. Soon, the world will feel the cold as I do.
I got one last little surprise for you.
Come to watch the show, Red Hood.
Nah, I'm just here to kick your ass.
Pretty good trailer, right? October 21st now for Gotham Knights. All right, now it's time to announce a brand new game from a new studio, the global announcement of the ambitious new adventure game developed by Everstone Games. It's called Where Winds Meet, and it's an interactive open-world RPG featuring action, adventure, and martial arts set in a turbulent time in the Northern Song Dynasty. The combat looks really cool. Check out this announcement of Where Winds Meet.
There's something intriguing about this one. Like, it looks like it's.
I like it.
Not the tone is nice. It looks like it's not scared to be a video game and be like fucking crazy and over the top, kind of like Sirento flat screen third person or something. I like it.
I agree.
Where winds meet. Again, so much new IP tonight. It's really cool. All right. Back when we started ONL in 2019, a very special guest joined me here in person to close the show. And this year, when I told him that we were going to be back here live in person, he said, well, I got to take part in some way. So please say hello to my good friend, Hideo Kojima. Mr. Kojima?
Thank you, Jeff. Gamescom の皆さん、こんにちは。小島秀夫です。僕は今ですね、ゲームの制作、ゲームの新作に取り組んでおりますが、今回は別のニュースのお知らせとなります。この度9月から、僕のポッドキャスト番組を Spotify でなんと独占配信することになりました。
He's so trolling us right now.
それでですね、英語版と日本語版をそれぞれ同時通訳を交えて制作するというですね、新しい試みです。全世界のリスナーに向けてお届けをしたいと思います。またですね、ジェフ・キーリーによるエンタメ業界ニュースのコーナーもレギュラー化の決定です。第1回の配信は9月8日を予定しております。各分野を代表するですね、超スペシャルゲストも登壇予定です。ぜひリンクをチェックして楽しみに待っていてください。以上、小島秀夫でした。ありがとうございます。
Last year, Opening Night Live, we announced Park Beyond.
Even fucking Geoff Keighley laughed at that nonsense.
We've got a brand new trailer that shows you more of this incredible amusement park simulation game.
Here is a little something to inspire you. Be creative. Great job, guys. This has a lot of potential.
Couldn't we go a step beyond? Ta-da!
All right, we got a second on our hands here. Let's caught up on a couple tips. Bambino Ramos with the $2 tip says, appreciate you guys suffering through this for us. I know we're giving the show a hard time, but it's definitely a fun time. Ain't no suffering on my end. Thank you guys for being here with us. We got Naughty What's Up with the $10 tip. Says, I'm way too high and entertained not to show love. Thank you both. and the chat. Thank you very much. Also, I just got my prep today. I'm super excited. That's not something to be excited about, but you mentioned it, so I'm mentioning it.
So much fun. I love the diversity of games we have here. Amusement parks. I love theme park back in the day. Great to see that's coming out from Limbic and Bandai Namco. All right, now it's time to share another special announcement here at Gamescom. Not a game, but a concept car. That's right, it's here at Gamescom, and I got to catch up with Oliver Heimer, the head of Mini Design. Let's check it out.
Concept car? How many minutes left? Are there 20 minutes left?
All right, I'm over here at the Mini booth with Oliver. This is the Mini Concept Aceman reveal. This looks so cool.
I'm glad you like it.
Well, let's take a look and learn more in this trailer.
Oh, there's a trailer for the car? Nice.
A trailer, oh yes. Sneak peek. World exclusives.
Oh, this looks so cool. I have so many questions for you, Oliver. First of all, I want to ask you about this partnership. A car with gaming features and
Number one,
Pokemon.
what's it doing
How did this come
here?
together?
Yeah, first of all, let's talk about Gamescom. You know, Gamescom is one of the core events of fandom pop culture. And as we ourselves are a part of that pop culture, we don't want to miss out such a great event. And the Pokemon Company International and we have a lot in common. We're both iconic brands. And Mini is more than a car. It's a character, your partner to explore the world. And the world of Pokemon is full of unique characters with special powers. So we share a love for distinctive design
I
and
swear
strong
to you, I
values.
swear.
I'm going to ask you your favorite Pokemon in a minute, but first, I want to
bleeding.
ask about the gaming features. We saw a little bit in the trailer. Tell us,
I mean,
break it
it's
down.
cute.
Why does this appeal to
Cute
gamers?
It's cute.
First of all, it's all
I agree
about
with you.
the
It's cute.
Aceman's gaming features.
It's
designed
cool
to
in its
be
own right.
playful
I don't know
as a
why it's here.
The Pokemon mode welcomes you
This should have been in the
inside
first half hour of the
and
show,
then you
maybe.
can
Like,
connect
or
your
if it's going to be in the show.
gaming
I don't know.
Like
if
a pre-show.
And all you notice
Yeah, I don't know if
is
you start
lot of
wrapping your
details
show up with this,
referencing
but hey,
Pikachu
you
in
know,
particular.
it's cute.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
Aceman
if
is
somebody
fully
gave it to me,
electric,
I would
just like
totally drive it.
Pikachu is
That's
an
as far as I'm
electric
going with
type.
that.
So they're a perfect
If I could afford 5 of them,
Is
I
there
would
an
buy one.
overarching motto to this partnership?
I'm still not there.
Indeed, there it is. We asked ourselves the question,
Try to be
what
positive,
is
man.
if a car could connect it with your gaming console, just like it does with your smartphone? So we are promoting a playful mindset, just like our brand in Pokemon. So our Gamescom claim is play on, never stop playing.
Well, speaking of never stop playing, will we see you next year at Gamescom as well?
Yeah, we plan to stay in the game and play on for sure, like we always have from the get-go. So stay tuned.
Awesome. All right, Oliver, thank you so much. And we've got much more O&L still to come.
I'm not hating on the car. It was just odd placement in the show. That's all. That's my only.
Yeah.
Darktide is a first-person co-op game set in the grim-dark future of Warhammer 40,000. Welcome to Tertium, a sprawling hive city on the brink of destruction. You are a reject, a convict freed to serve the Inquisition in this darkest of hours. It is your duty to fight, and, if necessary, die for the Emperor. You can expect no help. No reinforcements.
I just get caught up.
You are Tertium's last line of defense.
I've never been into Warhammer. I've just never gotten into it. I don't know why, but whenever I see an ad for a game like this or a trailer for a game like this in the Warhammer universe, I'm like, why am I not into Warhammer? This looks fucking really cool.
Dune 2016 vibe. That was. What kind?
Steam, Windows. Doesn't seem to be a console game.
Once upon a time, there were two twin sisters, Zora
and Yaga.
You got it all wrong. Once upon a time, there was a freak with no face.
Stop it!
You can't hide from Baba, princess.
How
much longer you want to be a nobody?
I just need to find the red oak.
What you really want to find is the hut.
What the hell is wrong with this forest?
Not bad. You kill it again.
If anything bad happens, always head straight to the red oak.
Okay, I'll just say it one more time. This will look great in VR. This would be great in VR. I totally play this in VR. I won't say it again. I'm probably going to say it again.
Yeah.
Lots of games to come.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Okay, a Red Bull ad. That's what we needed. They just...
That is... Never mind.
Okay, now I said I was going to be positive from this point on. With 17 minutes left, I can handle a little positivity. I can do it. That looks cool.
And now it is time for a final award. But don't worry, there is more on Saturday, so make sure to not miss our award show on Saturday. But here are your nominees for the most wanted Sony PlayStation game.
Call of the Mountain.
The Dark Pictures, The Devil in Me.
Most wanted, right? Is that what they said?
Yeah. Lies of P. One Piece Odyssey.
There were 3 nominees?
And the winner is Lies of P!
They were all third party. Apparently, I don't understand how these. I don't understand how these nominations work. I don't understand how these awards work. I'm confused. Let's move on.
Our team's named enough, and finally, do you know BTS? Like BTS in Korean pop, will be the enough in the Korean gaming industry. Thank you. 감사합니다.
Thank you. Congratulations once again to Lies of P. Thank you so much.
Thank you for keeping that acceptance speech so short.
For tonight. But before I say goodbye, I want to bring your attention to a more serious matter. The past 5 months of war have been devastating for the Ukrainian families, and UNICEF and partners on the ground are supporting those in need. And of course, funds are needed. So please consider donating at unicef.org if it's possible. And yes, we have to take care of each other. Gamescom also supports the development of Antura, the language learning game for Ukrainian children. Antura is based on an app which was made for Syrian war refugees to learn the local language. And I mean, in times like this, it is more important than ever to take care of each other. And
bad
I
time
hope
to
you
laugh.
keep
I
that
wasn't
in
thanked her
mind,
speech at
not
all. I was
only
reading
for
the
Gamescom
chat and I'm
this
laughing
week,
inappropriately.
but
I
way after.
apologize.
Thank you so much. That's it from me, and have a wonderful Gamescom. Jeff, back to you.
Thank you, Melly. Great to have you with us. We got a few more games to go. Now, one of the great things about Gamescom is we love to profile games made in Germany, and this next game was made by 4 students in Berlin. It was a big success on Steam, and now it's coming to a new platform, and we've got the announcement right now. Cute, beautiful. Now we're going to get dark. The Outlast Trials. You guys excited for this game? The Outlast Trials we showed you last year at Gamescom Open Night Live, and we haven't heard anything since really from the team, and everyone keeps asking me, when are we going to get to play this? Well, tonight we've got the world premiere of the brand new trailer, and yes, some news on when you might get to play it. Here we go.
Dispensing of existence. To create constant pressure. Absolutely. Feel your control. But we got fucking law! An assault upon identity. Establishment of guilt.
Look at that pretty face.
Progress and harmony. Self-betrayal. A subjugation of perception. Guard. Chemical encouragement. Doctrine over person.
This is for your own good.
The final confession. Elaborate and inclusive, rather than terse, for an even greater emphasis upon the experience of personal rebirth. Political criminals are subjected to a literally fatal dispensing of existence by the promise of execution.
I mean, it looks good.
That's right. Some people will get to play something this year, the Outlast Trials. All right. Next up, we've got a tease of the first release from Embark Studios, which a lot of the veterans that worked on the Battlefield franchise in Stockholm, Sweden. They've got a shooter wrapped in a game show format where destruction is going to play a key role. What we've got here is a short tease with some actual gameplay in it. The full reveal is coming later in September. You can sign up starting
Later
now
in September,
to get in to start
you
play
say.
tests of this. Check out the finals. All right, we got one more game for you tonight at Gamescom Opening Night Live, and this is one we've all been waiting a long time for.
This is Dead Island 2.
Here
Dead
we go.
Island 2. This has to be Dead Island 2. See a goat? Don't goats have square pupils?
I remember not too long ago, I went to a theater, saw the Dune in a gang show. I always wanted to get to a man to sing my song.
Yeah, like there'd be any vodka left on the shelf 2 days after the zombie apocalypse breaks in. Forget about years after. Yeah, zombie apocalypse, I'm falling off the wagon immediately.
Bulletproof is going to be hard to find.
Did you get a bidet?
What you got to say? Say hey, hey, hey. What you got to say? Hollywood swinging. Hollywood swinging.
February 3rd. Dude, not even any gameplay? Really?
It's true. Dead Island 2 coming next February, and joining me now to tell us about this long-awaited game is Con. Con, great to have you with us. First of all, let's explain a little context to that trailer we saw. Who is that character that we meet?
Thank you, Jeff. It's great to be here. So you just met Jacob, and he is just one of our 6 playable characters. Our zombie slayers have larger-than-life personalities and unique dialogue, which fits in with a very pulpy and irreverent tone, as you could tell.
I see the tagline there, see you in Hell A, so it looks like we're heading to Los Angeles in this game?
Well, our pulpy tone is kind of a love letter to classic cult Hollywood horror B-movies, so where better to set it than in Los Angeles, sort of a modern paradise gone to hell.
Oh yeah, it looks cool. It's obviously over the top. I know you're working on the narrative for it. This game has been, long awaited for many, many years. You guys have been working on it for a few?
Yeah, I'm sure some fans would agree with you. It has been long awaited, but Deep Silver Dambuster Studios started work on it about 4 years ago. We were really lucky. We got to build it from the ground up. We got to focus on what we love about the franchise, the over-the-topness, and we think we've got a really great action RPG out of that.
So let's talk about the gameplay. We saw the CG piece, obviously, but what can we expect from the gameplay when you show it?
So Dead Island 2's gameplay is all about experimenting with your preferred zombie slaying methods, just kind of going nuts. It's a combat toy box of close quarters melee brutality with a few guns for fun.
Okay, well, can't wait to learn more. When are we going to get to see more, see some gameplay of it?
You want to see some gameplay?
I think we want to see some gameplay. You guys want to see the gameplay? Can we do it now?
How about now?
Okay, let's do it. Here's your first look at the gameplay of Dead Island 2. Thanks, Con.
It was a smart move to do this.
Yes.
Is that Hominy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Stand the fuck back. It's hammer time.
Let's wait for the happy ending.
Jimmy? Humanity's survival depends on the red gold pumping through my veins.
Well, sounds like you're the star of the show now.
This motherfucker! Oh shit!
Boom! Gods and whiskey!
I will not have this devil in my house!
Gosh, this is beyond insane.
And believe it or not, there is an uncut version of that trailer you can watch online if you want to see even more. All right, well, that's Dead Island 2 coming in February, and that is going to wrap up all the reveals for Gamescom Opening Night Live 2022. It's been a fun show, but before we go, I just want to say I hope everyone has a great Gamescom. There's lots of live streams for the next couple of days, lots of things for you guys to go and play and check out here on the show floor. And as for me and the team, well, we're going to go back to Los Angeles and get ready for the Game Awards 2022, which I'm excited to announce will be live on Thursday, December the 8th, 2022 from the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles. We've got lots of great stuff we're working on for that. But until then, hope you guys have a great Gamescom. Thanks so much for being a part of Opening Night Live. We'll see you soon.
Be positive, Mark.
Well.
All right.
That was the show. And I got to say, was really hoping that for opening night we would at least have some kind of VR segment, right? Where there's give us 5 minutes of some VR games, right? Like while you've got everybody's attention. But I guess that's not where we're at yet. You know, they're not willing to dedicate the main stage to too much VR. All we got was that Alchemy teaser, which was perplexing to say the least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was odd, and you would have thought they would have had a couple more things around that, you know. But they just kind of wedged it in there, assumedly.
Yeah,
and it just disappeared. That was odd.
Yeah, for sure. But they at the end of that, he did say, Geoff Keighley did say there will be more live streams during Gamescast. So it's very possible that maybe they just didn't. Maybe they didn't advertise their schedule, or maybe I just missed entirely that maybe there will be some VR stuff that's being live streamed, and so we'll keep an eye out for anything like that. And so that if you guys are interested, we'll either co-live stream it, or I'll make sure to put out any breaking news videos and stuff about whatever is shown. MRI Gamer with the $5 tip says, "Yeah, I'd be watching this anyway, so happy to be catching this with everyone here, mainly so I don't have to suffer alone." Again, we were a little bit negative here and there. The chat was a little bit negative here and there. And I think that there was every right to be a little negative, but I think there was also some highlights here. And I think, like we said at the beginning of the show, Aceville, if this was an hour-long show and they just kind of condensed everything and they just kind of moved and moved and moved and moved and moved, the stuff we didn't care about would get overshadowed very quickly by the stuff we did care about. And so I don't think it's as much about the games they showed. I think it's this Geoff Keighley type of presentation that I sort of it just drones a little bit too long, and it's like it overstays its welcome very quickly. I think if this was a 1 hour show, we'd all be walking away going, we saw some cool shit. What do you think?
Absolutely. I totally agree. I don't think we were being super negative. I think they kind of left themselves open to criticism, there wasn't enough punchy stuff throughout the show. The whole show, we felt like he was waiting for something to drop. Some of the things were nice, and some of the things that we glossed over when you look at it again after the show will still be nice, you know. But at that last reveal, we needed a couple more of those, like one halfway through. You know, there was odd placement, like with the Oculus. The Meta thing, and I don't know. It was like I said earlier. It was kind of an antiquated show. I think the show needs to be overall just punched up more. I don't know if that warranted 2 hours, but no, not the worst thing I've ever seen. You know, this is what we do. We watch game shows, and we talk shit. That's what we do.
That's what we do.
It's not negative.
Yeah, I feel like Geoff Keighley feels like he's so synonymous with awards that he has to have awards in every show, and that just didn't make any sense whatsoever.
That made no sense. None of the awards made sense. That was crazy. I thought that was odd. That was very strange.
The chat corrected me, like because and they just needed to be more clear about this. But the category was most anticipated Sony PlayStation game. All right, and it was 3 games that like most people had never heard of before. There were no first party games. There was nothing. But in the chat, people were like, "Well, this probably means most anticipated Sony game or PlayStation game that's in this show in Gamescom," which is okay. Fine, but what a dumb award to have. Like, just how about the most anticipated fucking game, man? Like the thing that we actually care about.
Yeah, it was so packaged. It just felt like a package. I know. As gamers, we know what the deal is, but you want to feel like, you know, they're in it for you and not just the show. And it felt very two-dimensional in a way. But again, I'm not trying to be overly negative. It's just, where's the big positives to override the criticisms we have?
Right, dude. You get
other than Dead Island 2.
You get Hideo Kojima on your show to promote a Spotify podcast that hasn't even launched yet. Like, and you know, again, the chat was very conspiratorial about this. I don't know if that's a word or not, but they were saying maybe this is like Hideo Kojima is always playing like the meta game, right? That there's something
Easter egg,
a bigger picture here than what's being presented to us. That this is somehow part of his next game or something. And if that's the case, wonderful. I was fooled like everybody else.
Right.
But I think Geoff called up Hideo and said, "Do you have anything for Gamescom?" And he goes, "I don't know. I'm doing this podcast." And he's like, "Good enough. As long as we have you on the show."
Right.
But even Geoff laughed after the Hideo speech.
Yes, he did. It very easily could have been something else, but the timing of that was crazy. That was very funny.
Right, and the Pokemon car.
Even the car. I was just about to say, I don't have a problem with the car itself, but after an hour and 10 minutes of RTSs, you know, and then you're like, okay, concept car, and you're like, it's not really what you do at an hour and 20 minutes in, but you know. I thought it was a stilted show, oddly produced, but you know, there's stuff in there, and we're going into our season now, so we'll forget about it. I wasn't really expecting much VR, but it would have been nice, as usual, as has been the same thing for the past 2 years. Wasn't really expecting it, but it would have been nice.
Yeah. Knowing full well that we have a PlayStation. Well, I should say a PlayStation showcase, not a PlayStation VR 2 showcase, but we are all very much expecting, and it's heavily rumored that somewhere early mid-September we're going to have a PlayStation showcase where we'll probably see a whole lot of PSVR 2 stuff. This wouldn't have been the place for it, but it really would have been, just like Sony did their State of Play at the beginning of June and kicked it off with like 4 PSVR 2 games, just to kind of, you know, start the feeding frenzy a little bit. It's like you got to keep the feeding frenzy going. And last night we got a tweet from PlayStation accounts. They're like, "It's coming in early 2023." We're like, wait, you went from giving us blog posts to just tweeting a picture that we've already seen?
They're my biggest worry about the PSVR 2. I could wait for the machine. The longer the machine, the less bugs the game will have at launch, the more games at launch. I could wait for that. But how they roll this out is very important, because Meta's just waiting behind them to just come with the right hand, because they have branding. Quest has all the branding right now. If they drop the Quest 3, you know, Q4 next year, right after PS2, Sony has to have their marketing together. So their rollout of this machine, I'm very worried about. I know it's going to be awesome. We're all going to buy it, but we're not the problem. I think we as the communities mostly are responsible for selling the first headset. Like, I didn't like any of their marketing in the first generation. None of their commercials stood out to me. None of their messaging stood out to me. We were the ones, not just, without Parole, but VR, enthusiasts were the ones who pushed that headset and got it to where it was. And of course the developers. But I'm really worried about Sony and how because it's just like, oh yeah, it's coming early. It's coming early next year. Don't worry about it. It's like, you haven't said anything. We chose the controllers like 8 years ago. And then you just throw a tweet out there. It's very, very cavalier, very laissez-faire, if I may say.
As the kids say, sus.
It's not, yes, it's not bussing. I'll stop. Okay. Yeah. They're my only concern. I can wait. And the funny thing is, the closer we get to it, the less I really want to hear of them.
Yeah.
But early in the year, I was like, oh, come on, tell us something. But now that I know it's solidified, I'm like, okay, cool. Play your game, but play it right. When you start dropping these cards, have your stuff together. That's my biggest concern going forward. So
absolutely,
cool show, neat show.
Yep.
Don't know if I needed to watch it, but it was cool watching it, of course, with everybody and trying to keep a straight face while reading the chat. But
yeah, you guys were awesome.
Amazing.
It felt very much like a community show whenever you guys are all here. A lot of recognizable names, a couple of new names. Thank you guys for all hanging out. Really did make it. It felt like we were Mystery Science Theater 3000ing this entire thing, which was really fun.
I'm not really natural here yet, and
well,
I just can't compete with them. I kept thinking about trying to say something. I'm like, I can't compete with this. This is gold over here. Let them do their thing.
It's tricky during a live show too because it's hard to talk over people who are talking, because then it just sounds like a jumbled mess on the live stream, and you never know when it's cool to talk and when it's not cool to talk. And I'm doing my best to take the volume of the show down whenever we're having a discussion, and then I bring it back up, and you say something, I can bring it back down. It's like, it's hard during a show to do this properly. We don't have a producer. We're just kind of doing this all on our own.
Right, sure.
But Aceville, you're one of the most requested people. Whenever you come on the show, people always say we want more of him. He's awesome, and I agree with them. I want more of you as well. But that's personal. We'll talk about that off camera.
Well, we take that to Discord,
That's right. Listen, before we get out of here, I do want to point out a couple things. We didn't know what Lies of P was before the show, and I thought that looked actually really good.
Yep.
There aren't a whole lot of flat screen games that make me want to play flat screen games very much.
Great.
But Lies of P kind of stood out to me to a point where I was like, oh, I kind of like I like this world. I like these abilities, and this is something that I might want to get into. And that was the first one I wrote down. I wrote down like only a handful of things, and that was like halfway through the show, I think. And I was like, that was the first time I wrote anything down.
Very early in the show, I said, oh, I should have a pen. And that was the last time I thought about it. I never felt I needed one. It never occurred to me. Not trying to be negative, just saying.
Because nothing stood out to you to remember, right?
It didn't. I mean, things I can remember, not enough. It wasn't like, oh, that one too. Oh, and I know this is an E3. But I was expecting a couple of little punchies, even for the flat screen. Or Siege was going on. Love it.
Yeah.
But even for the flat screen, of course we're VR partial. But even without that, could have been a little punchier, but whatever. But I liked the closer, Dead Island.
Yeah.
Looked great. And I'm not really the gore guy, but it looked punchy. It looked like all the weapons had weight. It just felt like that I wouldn't do. I want to do some of that. So
yeah, the first one was so much fun.
Hey, that's cool. Yeah,
so much fun. It's just there was so much. There was just so much shit to find around that world, and occasionally you'd venture into a place that you just were like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be here or not. And then like some really big dude would come at you, and you're like, I am not supposed to fucking be here. You try to run back to safety. There were vehicles. There was a lot of good shit going on, and that was PS3 era, and so. I felt like it was impressive for the time, even if it was a little janky. Again, I played it single player, and I have been unironically looking forward to Dead Island 2 for a very long time. Dying Light didn't do it for me. What they revealed at first, just the CG stuff, I was like, I can't believe this is how they're reintroducing their game to the world. So thank goodness they followed up with some gameplay, because the gameplay stuff looked exactly like what I want from Dead Island 2. Just over the top, ridiculous fun. I think a lot of developers don't have enough fun anymore, especially with zombie games, when it's like, well, realism is fine occasionally, but we want like super over the top. If I have a baseball bat, I want to wrap it with barbed wire, and then I want to attach a battery to that barbed wire and make it electrified, and then and just kind of like go over the top. And if it's on fire, even better. Like just like give me over the top crazy weapons to craft. And that's what Dead Island did really better than most other games at the time. So I hope they've managed to do that again.
Yeah, I'll save this editorial for my Press Pause podcast coming early 23. Stay tuned. But I just think that goes for gamers too. Like we've gotten so used to hanging out with streamers and trying to keep up with you when we play games out of obligation all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like, where's the game that's fun? I don't need the, I'm glad if it's, it's 4K, all that's great. Is it fun? Or am I just playing this because I want to keep up with the previews and the the storylines and okay, on to the next game. So Dead Island looked like fun to play, and I want more. And I like the way they presented it too. The way she fake right, go left. Need a little bit more of that in the show. So that was good. A good way to close.
Agreed. Yeah, and actually to me it sort of almost outlined how I've changed as a gamer from Dead Island 1 to now Dead Island 2, because I wouldn't be caught dead playing a multiplayer game on PS3. I just didn't care. I didn't want to. I wanted to play everything single player. And now with VR and this awesome community and everything, I'm like, I definitely want to play this game co-op. Like, let's get a crew together. Let's make sure that we have a full crew of 4 people to explore this island and like go out and do this together and work as a team. This is and on top of that, please, for the love of God, give it PSVR 2 support so we can play it the way that this game is fucking meant to be played.
Wait.
Damn it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Are you a Killer Clowns from Outer Space fan?
No. But I am aware. I am very much aware. And as soon as like you said it, as I saw the logo, and my brain was just like, that's crazy. Like, what a great pull. That's a great pull.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing with it. It looks like it'll be another one of those. What's it called? Asymmetrical type games?
Yeah.
Theoretically.
The Dead by Daylight formula is getting a little bit old for me. And so I really hope that, because it was Friday the 13th and Evil Dead and, whatever, Dead by Daylight. And all of this is just, like, I get it. And I understand that people are really enjoying this formula, but I really hope that this takes it a little bit further, that there's some kind of campaign going on here, because I need something.
Yeah, they've gotten away with a couple of iterations with it being glitchy and buggy, and this should be tight. This one should be tight, hopefully. They make this one tight, so it's like we're not just cashing in here, especially with that IP. So should be good.
Yeah,
I mean, could be good. Let me put it that way.
Kind of crazy that no one's done anything with that IP for like 35 years. Like that is old, man. There's never been a sequel. I've never seen like a cartoon or anything. Like, how the hell have we gotten this far? I think it was the movie, and then nothing ever again for 35 years.
It's like doing a Critters game now. That'd be very strange.
That would be very strange. At least Critters had sequels, though, right? Weren't there a couple of Critters movies?
There were at least 4 of them.
Nice. All right, man. Well, I mean, there's obviously a couple more things we could talk about. Outlast Trials looked like it was going to be pretty cool, but again, we need to know some more information about how that's all going to go down. I actually thought where Winds Meet, I think that's the name of it. It looked pretty cool too. And of course, the Callisto Protocol.
It came in weird too. I wasn't too sure about that, but it ended off like I didn't even realize I was liking it until it stopped, and I was like, I was enjoying that. I was like, that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was a weird one because it started off and it was like, are you going to show us anything? And then by the end, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, you showed me enough. I'm fucking convinced.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then of course the Callisto Protocol. That was, that it's for me. It's like, which one am I going to play? The Dead Space remake or Callisto Protocol? I know you're going to probably just not do either. Come on.
2, baby.
Come on. The chat's going to give you a little bit of shit for not playing horror games. Come on, somebody out there.
I hope they do. I need some motivation because I'm still, Jack still has me by the garage. I never came out of that garage area in Resident Evil 7. He's still walking around. I can play that whole game in my head. I've watched everybody play it, and I'm still in the garage. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
If either one Dead Space remake or Callisto Protocol get VR support. That's the one I'm going to play. But right now, it's like they're neck and neck. They're coming out almost at the same time. They look very, very similar in gameplay, and for good reasons. And if one of them gets PSVR 2 support, that's the one I'll be playing. If they both get PSVR 2 support, I'm going to die a happy man. That's for sure.
Well, with my new burgeoning online personality, I have my new rig here. You know, I got a capture card. I'm feeling like a professional. You know, I got the white bookcase thing going on. You see what I'm doing here?
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe I'll play through. When I finally stream something, first it'll be super hot, of course. And then maybe I'll be convinced to stream Resident Evil. The last guy to stream through Resident Evil 7. So I'll start there.
So just to make sure that I'm clear on this, you're gonna start pushing your YouTube channel. Is that what you're doing?
I might pop up around here and there. You know, my kid wants me to. You know, so
okay, all right.
Know, I might be around.
We're gonna have to give you an Ask Aceville channel on Discord, and then give you a place to promote your stuff in, because obviously everybody loves you. We want to see more of Aceville. And I'll do whatever I can to get more of you on Without Parole. And we'll certainly be keeping a close eye on your channel and whatever it is you're doing.
Stop it, God.
Seems exciting.
Yeah, I'll be around.
Nice.
I'll be around, definitely.
All right, man. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me during this super duper long stream. And it was a really good time. And I'm super happy all the cats were able to join us as well. It was, we had a good number of viewers, especially for something that turned out to be absolutely not VR related whatsoever. So it's always a good time. And I think
I'd like to take a moment.
Yes, please.
I apologize for cutting you off.
Not at
Thank you very much. I would like to give thanks to my son, Aiden. He's in the other room. He sat there super quietly during this whole thing. It's just me, him, in here. And I told him I'll take him to the beach tomorrow.
Is he allowed on camera, or is that not a thing?
He popped in earlier. I think you were doing some. Yeah, he's allowed on camera. Hold on a second.
We get to meet Aiden. The last time we saw Aiden was in a viewer takeover introduction. He was small, real small. And we also met Harmony.
Come here, please,
his
sir.
cat. This was years ago.
She's really old. You remember Brian, right? There's Brian.
Yes.
Say
What's
hi.
up?
These are all the game cats. Back up a little bit. Oh,
You got a couple hundred
they can't
people
hear
watching you,
They
Aiden.
can't hear them.
Say hi to them.
Say hi. The show's over. This is Aiden, the game kitten. Say goodbye, everybody. Give him a swipe. Give him a cat swipe.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Aiden. Thank you, Aceville. Thank you, Cats. Thank you to everybody who tipped. Thank you to
you,
everybody who
guys.
supports us on Patreon. Thank you to everybody who watched the channel. Thank you, everybody. And, of course, all of you sat back, watched the show, didn't say a goddamn word. We know you're out there, and we love you just as much. Join us on Discord. We'll see you over there.
Absolutely.
Good night, everybody.